Hello and welcome to Bridging the Gap, connecting in a disconnected world. Today I'd like to talk about not taking anything personal. Their story is theirs. Stay rooted in your truth. And that's so hard these days as we try to hear so many other stories that are going on in the world that disconnect us. So how we can find ways to get to our default network, the brain's self-referral system, um, instantly lights up. It's scanning for threats, it's scanning for rejection. And as we have beautiful surroundings around us, beautiful people that we surround ourselves with, we still find ourselves in the state of dysregulation. So our amygdala keeps on reading any signs of danger and immediately puts us into that default network of defense. So it's scanning for threat, rejection. But through mindful awareness, we can pause, we can breathe, we can differentiate between our truth and projection. So this separation, it isn't detachment; it's clarity. Neuroplasticity teaches us that every time we unhook from someone else's emotional wave, we strengthen pathways of self trust within ourselves, right? Internal safety. When I feel misunderstood or blamed, what happens in my body first? How can I pause instead of defending? How can I pause instead of reacting immediately? Again, through the practice, first just stop and inhale. Usually nothing needs an immediate response. And exhale, I release what is not mine. So as we inhale, I return to myself, and exhale, let's see if we can calm this storm, right? We're not the storm. We're the ground beneath it. So let's take a moment, 5 minutes of your day. If you can read news, be on social media, we can definitely take 5 minutes for ourselves to ground ourselves, to always know we can come back to safety. So find a safe, as quiet or peaceful place as you can. Keep your eyes open, closed, whatever makes you feel most safe. Slightly open, and just start to notice your breath. And as we notice our breath, we take in whatever's around us. We use our five senses to allow us to be at one with everything that's with us, because it isn't always in our safe spaces. Now we're taking this connected and rooted everywhere. How can we do this everywhere? By being able to come back to the simplest thing, our breath. If you're seated or standing, or just notice where your body is in relationship to the ground. You put one hand on your chest, one hand on your lower belly, and just feel centered. Feel the natural rhythm that occurs within your body and or the waves around you. The air, the taste, the feeling, the smells. Let all that become part of one. And then from the top down, just allow yourself to relax everything. If you feel tightness in your jaw, clenching in your tongue, release it. Allow your chest and your shoulders to gently soften and take in the space. If you can, imagine roots extending from your sit bones or your feet into the ground and the earth. And this extension gives us anchoring. It gives us grounding so that when we do have to respond in a moment of dysregulation, we have the ability to connect and ground ourselves. And we're going to take this practice a step further. This is not just for us. This is for everybody around us. This is for everybody that we interact with, especially those in need, those that are dysregulated, those that are calling out to us in some way. It may seem like a behavioral change, being upset, anger, whatever it is, know that they need help, just as we do. But now that we're rooted in this practice, we can take a moment and see that it's not about us or about me, because it is about us. It's about how we all relate and connect. So if we have an intention through our breath, it is interrelation and connection. As we deepen this practice, we can also deepen our breath. Feel that our natural rhythm is here. That's different for all of us. So connect with that, whatever that is for you. If you do need a deeper breath, feel free to fill up your entire chest cavity. Fill up your heart and slowly breathe out. If you need to, take a couple more seconds on the exhale. And you can stop and ask the people around you, I need a breath while I think of this. I invite you to take one with me so that we can solve this together. Can you imagine if we all did that? If we all took a moment to connect in this way? What a wonderful world we could continue to create. What grounding and what connection. And as we take these last few seconds of intention, we think about, again, an intention to not take things personally, but to reclaim our nervous systems and act as regulations of love so that we can co-share that, co-regulate that with those around us. Feel free to stop here and pause and continue your breath, and then join me back when you're ready. But that was at least 5 minutes to understand that others' behavior reflects their inner landscape, not ours, not yours. So let's respond with boundaries, of course, to make sure we're safe, but compassion, boundaries and compassion, not defense. And always try this micro practice, if you will. When you feel tension arise in an interaction, just pause and internally say, that belongs to them. I remain here, steady in me. Each time you do this, your brain, your body, your being learns that safety lives inside of you, not in others' approval. And I like to leave you with this closing intention and quote as I place, again, my hand on my heart to bring myself back and breathe deeply and continually affirm, I release what is not mine. I remain steady in truth and kindness. And by Don Miguel Ruiz, another quote, if you keep this agreement, you can travel with your heart fully open and no one can hurt you. Please feel free to subscribe, share, take this with you. Take this with you always. Your breath in your hand. All you need is here for a moment. People will understand. They will. They see it. My kids see it. My young teens see it. They know that, and now they tell me when I dysregulate, take a breath, which is so cool just from watching me do it. Not teaching them, not telling anyone if they don't want to hear it. You need it for you. It changes. It changes the world. We have the power to change our reaction to everything to help change the world. So thank you so much for sharing this with me, and have a great day.